Boom, and we're here. Good evening, good afternoon.
Hello.
Yeah, it's afternoon, isn't it, where you are? 2 p.m.
It is.
Sorry, just reading the comments. Yeah, I'm nearly ready for bed. No, I've got a couple of hours yet. Oh, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. So tonight, today, this morning, tomorrow, whatever time zone you're in, I'm joined by Michael Kopf. I'm going to talk about the differences between America and England and how pathetic it is over here. Basically,
Just because you don't have Chick-fil-A doesn't make you pathetic.
it does. And we have like four. They were just saying we have like 4 or 5 different things on menus, like McDonald's and KFC. Whereas you go to like fast food over there, and it's like just rolls forever.
Yeah.
So, Joe, what are you talking about? It's not paranormal.
She's talking about. Looks like she's talking about the UFOs we have over here that are balloons, that are weather balloons, that are spy balloons, that are
air balloons, Donald Trump balloons.
My favorite was they go, well, the first balloon we shot down was the size of the Empire State Building, but we couldn't see it until it dropped down. I was like, if it's the size of the Empire State Building, I'm pretty sure you saw it the whole time.
Oh, yeah. You must have seen it.
That'd be really hard to miss.
Yeah, but how would you know what there's firing at if you couldn't see it? Sorry, 1 second. Right, the missus is just bringing something into the studio for me. Yeah, how could they shoot at something they couldn't see? Don't get it.
Well, not only that, but then they go, well, one of them wasn't manned. Well, how do you know it wasn't manned if you don't know what it is?
Exactly. I think it's just the start of the government's version of disclosure.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
I personally think they're distracting us from something else that we're not supposed to know about.
Oh, it could be anything. Somebody else in Hollywood having someone make claims against them, is it?
That or probably my favorite one is, I think Brandon fell off his bike standing up again, so they're using this so we don't report it again.
Right. I don't know. It's nearly as bad as it is here. Right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, you said the difference between the UK and the US, and
we're not going to do the obvious ones, like obviously the size of America to England. That's just ridiculous anyway on its own.
Yeah, I know. We all know we're bigger.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know if you know this. I think you might, or you should know, that the official language of America. Do you know what it is?
British English.
You don't have one. because there's so many different nationalities live over in America. There's no actual national language.
We just call it English.
Yeah. Yeah. Or broken English if you're over here.
Yeah. You guys like to call it American English, and we're like, it's
Yeah.
English.
Yeah. But it's like the different names that you have for things. So one of mine, it's like we call them taps, where you get water up. You call them faucets over there.
Well, actually, that depends on what you're getting out of the tap.
Oh, does
If
it?
it's beer, that's out of a tap.
Ah, yes.
So it depends on what liquid you're getting.
So if it's water, it's a faucet.
Right.
So do you know why it's called that?
Well, actually, we even call the water that comes out of the faucet tap water.
So yeah, I don't get that. It's just
Because they're
strange.
tapping into the well, and that's where the water comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just Joe wants to know. Oh, where is it? There we go. Fanny pack.
Fanny packs. We have fanny packs. We just don't use them very often.
See, they're called bum bags over here.
Called what?
Bum, as in you're behind. Yeah, bag.
I thought that's what you said. I was just like, wait, did I hear
Well,
that right?
you wear them around your waist, and they're either
Right.
at the side or just covering your nether regions. So
That depends
obviously,
on how big they are.
yeah. So a fanny pack would make sense
Yeah.
more than a bum bag, unless you wear it around the back.
Some people do. I don't know why.
Yeah. I know a lot of like joggers and runners and athletes and that. Well, I won't call them athletes, but people that go to the gym. You see a lot of them wearing them, like round the back. Cyclists.
Yeah. I'm not sure where faucet comes from. UFO Joe.
He says it could be French. It does sound a bit French.
A lot of things sound French, though.
Yeah, a lot of English is French. French, Latin, and Esperanto, I think it is.
I love how we have French fries that have nothing to do with French.
Yeah, right. So this is the other thing. So chips, where you are, a packet of crisps. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are crisps? Do you have anything called crisps?
No, we don't.
What about? So you have the French fries, which
Right.
are the thin chips like McDonald's, Burger King, and all that. So then you have home fries as well, don't you?
We have steak fries, home fries, French fries, curly fries.
Because when I first went over, I went for breakfast. I had some sort of burrito. It was not sure enough, but it was at Broadway in New York, and it was like turkey sausage burrito with home fries.
Right.
And we call them like roast potatoes.
Yeah, that's basically what they are.
Yeah, but they have them with everything: breakfast, lunch, supper.
We're a mean potato country. What can I say?
But what I did love about it, no matter what you order, even if it's in like a little backstreet cafe, you have a choice of home fries or pancakes, regardless of what you buy.
Yep.
Like when you get a normal meal, you have the choice of the two. I'm not complaining because I was well impressed with that.
We are a nation of food, I will say that.
And it's proper maple syrup as well. It's not the crappy manufactured sugar and water mix. It's like proper maple syrup.
Well, I actually learned recently our maple syrup either comes from New York or Canada.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't it come from Canada?
I found out New York actually contends they have the better maple syrup now.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but it's just it feels just so much nicer over there. Because when I was in New York, walking down the street, and there's only like a little food place, and people are queuing. It's near Penn Station, and they're queuing out the door. So managed to get in, and I'm looking, and I thought, this is like beginning of March. It's like there's 2 foot of snow on the ground, and there's people queuing for ice cream, and they've got like 50 different flavors of ice cream.
Yep.
And I'm looking, and then I see a massive fillet of salmon at the bottom. I'm like, why have they put salmon with ice cream? So I kind of like push my way through and have a look. It's a bagel shop. It's all the different fillings for the bagels.
I can't say I've ever heard of salmon with ice cream.
No, there wasn't ice cream. I thought there was scoops of ice cream. It was fillings for the bagel.
Oh, like cream
It looked
cheese?
like ice cream. And it wasn't until I was about that far away that I could see where it was. It's like, oh, we have like butter, margarine, or cheese.
So you probably saw cream cheese or a poached egg for like we call them Benedict, like eggs
Yeah,
Benedict.
yeah. But they had like jalapeno, they had chili, they had uh, strawberry and something else. There was so much. But yeah, it's just that's what I mean. It's just even the little shops like that, I've got so much more than
Yeah.
anything over here.
Yeah, everybody likes to put their own little twist on stuff and make creations that
Yeah,
sometimes make no sense at all, and sometimes you're like, well, that's actually surprisingly good.
yeah. Michael, do you get Galaxy chocolate over there?
I was just answering Joe about
Oh,
that.
right, okay.
I have never heard of Galaxy chocolate, to be honest.
So it's like Cadbury's. We have it in blocks, and you snap each little piece off.
Oh, so we have
But
Hershey's like that or
yeah,
Cadbury.
so you have the Cadbury Caramellos,
Yeah, we get those.
which is so much better than ours because they're packed to the rim inside the packet. They are touching the side of the packet. Over here, you open it, it's like a blast of air comes out. It doesn't even touch the side. Even the caramel inside, you bite into it in America and it just pours out. You bite into it and you're looking for it.
Yeah.
It really is that bad.
So the chocolate we get chocolate like that's got nuts in it. We have chocolate that's got little like pieces of other stuff in it, peanut
Yeah,
butter in it.
yeah, everything.
Yeah.
And here's one. I know the answer to this. So I've seen it a while back. So the way you spell a lot of words, there's less letters in them.
Yeah, I think it's I'll be honest, it's I think we just don't like to use extra letters.
Yeah, but do you know where it's from?
Um actually, I know like there's a lot of words that we use that are spelled differently, but
Yeah, it's to
I
do with
honestly am sure.
advertising. So back in the day when people were advertising in like shop windows and news and the papers and that, you had to pay per letter. So say it was 25 cents per letter to advertise. So they worked out if they've got so many words that they need to put in. So if they shorten the word but it made the same sound, it'd be cheaper for them to do it. So that's why you've got colour without the U. Through is THRU, where we spell it THROUGH. That cost
We
you a
have that.
fortune. So I spell through THRU because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered typing it all out.
So I'll be honest with you, with through, we have like 5 different spellings of it.
Yeah,
We have
got
THRU,
through as in you throw something, and through as in go through.
and then there's the drive through, which is THRU.
Yeah, that's how I spell it.
So yeah, there's a lot of words like there. Everybody who will sit there and we have to stop and think about it because it's like they're doing this over there because the deal is there, and it's like, and they're all virtually spelled the same. It's like, really?
Yeah, it is the same, and it's just, what was the other one? When I went to Boston, I went into a proper tea shop. It's like better than the tea shops here in the UK.
Better not let the UK hear that.
No, don't care. They're just crappy and pathetic over there.
That's because we had the Tea Party.
Yeah, it's Boston Tea Party. And then I went to, you don't know if you, apparently it's world famous, Mikey's Bakery.
I haven't been there, but it's been a while since I've been to Boston.
They do these pastry things with all these different fillings. I can't remember what they're called. But I'll have to have a look. Sorry, I'll be 1 second. Oh. Mikey's Bakery, Boston. Mikey's Pastry, that's it. I'm trying to think of they're them. 1 second.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there.
It is so nice. Cannolis, that's it.
Oh, cannolis, yeah.
Yeah, I'd never even heard of them till I'd gone over.
They're supposed to be Italian.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just the food difference is, I know I keep going on about food, but it's just a massive, massive difference.
Well, and the thing that they're talking about in the chat that's cracks me up is when you get recipes that say a pinch of this or a snort of that, and it's like, what does that mean? Because my pinch should be different than your pinch.
Yeah. So a pinch is that, but then it's like, is it that? And drop it all in.
I know, or is it one of those that you do just a little bit?
Yeah, the little finger sticking out. Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but yeah, it's just, and then you've got even traffic lights are different because you're not allowed to I know you're not allowed to jaywalk, are you? So if you're on,
that's a technicality.
is it?
You're not supposed to, but people do it.
Yeah. So if you're on a street that's got a crossing, say 100 yards up, you're supposed to walk up and cross on it, aren't you?
You're supposed to, but most people don't.
Yeah. So I didn't know that, and I'm darting across the road. It's like you have to use the crossing. So like, there's nothing coming. I'm not going to hang about. But it's like, no, you need to not do that because if you get a dickish copper, then you'll get a ticket. Like, great.
Yeah, it's all about the mood of the cops here.
Yeah. But no, I did enjoy it.
No, we don't drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yes. See, someone asked me, did I want to drive? I was over there. I was suddenly for about 5 minutes watching everyone else like, no, I'm good, thanks.
I know. I think we're one of the only few countries that drive the way we do.
It's different driving though, but I noticed it's different in different states.
Yeah, some are more friendly than others.
Yeah. And even it's like your motorways are not even as nowhere near as busy as ours. They are as you're getting into like the main cities, but once you're out of that main city, there's like a handful of cars. Where over here, it's like bumper to bumper everywhere.
Yeah. And the funny thing about our driving system is like when you study and you read the book that you're supposed to,
Yeah.
when you read the speed limit, you would think speed limit is law. The actual book says this is the suggested speed that you should go, is what's posted. So you can
Really?
actually go more or less, but you're going to get tickets because you're supposed to go the posted speed limit. It's like, but you just said it's a suggestion. So our own system is flawed because if you really read it, you learn something other than what they tell you.
Yeah. I know. And you don't get points for speeding tickets, do you?
No, we get fines. We pay.
Yeah. So we get fines and points, and once we get 12 points,
You in the
technically
car.
you lose your license.
I was gonna say 12 points, you win a car.
No, you lose your car.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm set.
so Adam raises a good question about the
Mhm.
British police.
Yeah, I was just going to put that up. There you go.
So our old view of the British police were they would walk around with the little batons.
Oh yeah,
That was it. We thought, and we were told the British police have no guns. They don't believe in guns. There's no gun. Nobody has guns over there. And then I was over in Britain, and I was like, you know what? These cops are carrying. They're most certainly are armed.
yeah. They have machine guns and automatic rifles and pistols. And as one of my mates was in the armed police, and he had a taser, semi-automatic pistol, some type of rifle type thing, and a like machine gun. Not a, you just imagine a machine gun like one of them, but it's like
Not the Tommy gun.
no, not a Tommy gun, but yeah, not far off it. So yeah, they'd like fully loaded up.
And so, what's funny is our police carry a pistol on
Yeah.
their side. But if they're going somewhere that they know there's going to be a firefight, they open up their trunk and they get like rifles, shotguns.
Oh right, get everything.
They got everything in the trunk of the car or the back seat for when they know they're going to go into big trouble.
Yeah,
But usually they're only carrying like a pistol. And I'm like, I was looking at the British police. I was like, man, y'all are like way more harsh on your criminals than we are.
yeah. But it's like like the Keystone Cop. So they've got a whistle, run around blowing a whistle.
What's kind of silly to us is our cops have to yell freeze and identify themselves as cops
Yeah,
before they can take any actions. It's like the guy is running away and I got to stop to say freeze, police.
yeah,
And I'm like, the dude's turning a corner. He's gone.
yeah. Well, watch some of the like the police camera action videos of the UK, and they just have the battering ram for the door, and it's not until they're in where they shout police, and they're just storming all the rooms.
I know. We announce it before we enter.
Yeah, so they're gone. They're out the window, down the drain pipe, and
I
halfway up the
know.
street.
It's like we like to give them every opportunity to escape.
Yeah. Right. So I'm just looking if there's any more questions that we're able to put up.
Let's see. I don't know what a gollywog is.
No, we won't go there with that one. Cheers, Joe. Yeah, there we go.
What is Space Cadet Popo are W anchors, whichever country you find yourself in. What?
On about federal agents of sort.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yes, we have jam and jelly. I saw
Yes, yeah.
that
I
one.
don't get that jelly and peanut butter. Jello and peanut butter, sorry.
No, it's not Jello, it's jelly.
Oh, is it? So
Jello
what?
is you eat it out of a cup and it comes in cubes or
Oh, you can melt it down.
right.
Right. So we call that jelly.
Jelly is like a fruit spread.
So we call that jam or marmalade.
Yeah. Jam for us is a thicker, chunkier.
Right. Yeah, but I don't get the whole jelly and peanut butter thing. The two peanut butter for a start is absolutely disgusting. I don't care what anyone says. Someone opens a
Oh,
jar of that, I'm gone. The smell of it, it's not for me. But to have it with jam, like jam or jelly, like I can't think of anything worse. May as
sorry,
well
Joe.
put it with May as well put it with tuna or something.
Yeah, sorry. Joe sent me in private message what a galaxy in the gollywog is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going there with the
Yep.
second one. Yeah, because it's not
Uh,
worth getting shut down for.
nope. Look at that going.
No, no,
Wow. I almost got kicked off last night. I ain't going
really.
there again.
Right. Here's a good question.
How about the pronunciation?
I've just said about horrible concoctions mixing two things together that you shouldn't. So I'm drinking. So amaretto, which is like Di Serrano. I don't know if you've had it.
I have.
And I'm having it with
Berry.
bubble gum.
Bubblegum. What?
It's Di Serrano and bubble gum and a couple of cubes of ice. And it is such a nice taste.
I'm just doing water.
Wow, you've got to have a drink on the podcast.
Well, I did have lemon ice sparkling water.
Yeah. No, I always have a beer. Because then if it goes wrong, I can just blame it of having one too many. Yeah, I think I've always got you've always got to have an escape route. Always.
That's why I have co-hosts.
Yeah. Nah. I'm happy just dying on my ass on my own. It's fine.
It's either you blame the co-host or I was just tired and wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah. But that's the thing with me not having a co-host now. I have to 100% be on the ball. Right. Joe wants to know, what do you call jelly? Jello.
Jelly.
The cubes that you snap off and you can melt or you can eat out the packet, depending on your.
Okay, so
How you feel.
Jello is like a gelatinous. You can have fruit in it or
Yeah.
just stand flavored alone.
But the Jello, do you get in like little packets that you tear open and it's like 12 little cubes?
No, ours are powder that we mix with stuff.
Oh, yeah, we have the powder ones as well. Just bear with me 1 minute. I will see if I can get a picture of. Here we go. Images. Just let me. So I'm gonna. Oh, they're videos. I just want an image. Sorry, Just let me find this. There we go.
There you go. That's Jello for us.
Right. So I am gonna add.
Or it comes in this form. So we have two different.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, sorry. Show me again. Oh no, that's different. Let me. Oh, I don't know where I've saved it to.
If you want to be
Yes,
fancy,
that's it.
but that is what our Jello primarily comes in.
Right. So
Why
we've
they're
got
buzzing out on my screen.
yeah. So this is basically jelly. So it's what you water, you let it go cold, you put it in a set, you let it go cold, and it turns out something like that.
Yeah, that's not what we call jelly.
No. Right, let me remove that. Yeah, but that's basically what we have. Trifles are disgusting as well, Joe. Don't even talk to me about trifles. Cream, jelly, and custard. No, thank you.
No.
Not a chance.
Actually, what's funny is now that I'm looking up jelly, I'm getting all the Jello, like ring molds.
Ah, right. Oh, bless you.
Thank you. That or jelly beans comes
I
up.
love jelly beans, the flavoured ones.
Oh god, we have so many flavors. It's not even
The sour
funny.
ones are the best. They're the ones I like.
Jelly babies. We have all kinds of them. Adam,
Yeah,
we got probably more than you guys do. Probably
definitely. Yeah, there we go.
Mexican jumping beans.
I used to buy them from the shop, right? And all it was like a little capsule, like you get painkillers in, with a little ball bearing inside. You put it in your hand, it'd jump about. But people used to say that it'd have like a little insect in it that'd be moving about inside this capsule.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it was just a little metal ball. Like, what? We got robbed, didn't we?
I think it was because it was easier to believe an insect jumping around than a little metal
Yeah,
ball causing it to jump.
just rolling from one side to the other in your hand. It's, I've got a real magical insect living inside this plastic tube.
Yeah. Joe, I will agree, jambalaya is one of the best, but it is not a U.S. dish. That is actually French Cajun.
Oh, see, I like jambalaya. It's so nice.
It is.
I could eat that now. Cheers, Joe. Oh, um,
Oh God, the truffle shuffle
yes.
from the
That's
Goonies.
that is one of my all-time favorite movies.
I heard they may be doing a second one.
Oh, I hope so. I really do.
I just question what's it gonna be.
Yeah, what would they do? Would it be them as they are now?
Yeah, I think it is them as grown-ups, but it's like, are they going back after the pirate ship that went to sea, or
Oh, well, yeah, I
is it going to
suppose
be a
it could
new
be.
one?
Don't ruin it for people who've never seen Goonies.
If you haven't seen Goonies by now,
There's
there's
something up
no
with
hope.
you. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, no,
That
it is
movie
one.
is like 30 years old. It's past the.
Oh, it's got to be more than that.
I think it came out in the 80s. So wait,
So early
yeah,
80s. I'd
So
say it's nearly 40.
40, 50 years old.
I'd say about 4. I was about 10, 11 when I went watching it at cinema. So
Sorry, I'm reading Space Cadet.
that's right. There we go. Do you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to say that every morning when I go into work now. Do the voice, the lot.
You know, there's only one other line from that movie that's just as famous.
Go on.
Baby Ruth?
Oh, when he sat in the chair.
Yeah.
I had to think then.
The guy, when he's trying to get free, the the one that's watching him, he's like,
Yeah, when he's
"Baby
in the chair and
Ruth."
he's trying to get out, and then he's trying to get out, and they're both there, the chairs are going. Yeah. But no, 1985 it came out.
Yep.
Like he's just said, I need to do the face. This is a face. I'll just take the wig off and we're all good.
Yeah. I don't know what somebody's asking about wheelchairs.
Oh, I think it's for Goonies. They're that old now that they won't be able to walk around.
Oh. Yeah.
Right, sorry, I'm just doing the banners. Oh.
You know, in actuality, there is one thing we both have in comedy.
Go on.
Well, not sorry, I meant in common, not comedy. I was reading that comment.
It's all right. So I've put it on the screen. I was reading it at the same time, so it made sense to me.
We both have constitutional governments.
Do we?
You have a constitutional monarchy because the monarchy has no actual power, even though they claim to have power.
Well, apparently,
Parliament's supposed to have the power.
Anything that's run through Parliament is supposed to be authorised by King Charles. Don't know how true it is, but that's what it
Well, that's the same with us. We have a president and everything's supposed to run through Congress, but it doesn't always happen.
Have you seen your president?
Yeah, well.
You wouldn't run anything by him.
No.
Not even a shopping list.
So, okay, Adam, I'm going to answer your question real easily.
Go on.
Monty Python.
Monty Python. Which one? Life of Brian. Holy Grail.
They're all beyond. Nobody can match them.
No, they just even if they come out now, they would still be as funny as what they were back in the day. That Life of Brian got banned for obvious reasons.
Really?
Excuse me.
It didn't get banned here.
No, it got banned because of its religious take.
Wow. Well, at least we still have it.
No, it's not banned now, but it was at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Biggest Dickus and the Black Knight.
Yeah, I was like,
Trojan Rabbit.
I was thinking if any Monty Python movie should have been banned right out the bat, it was the Holy Grail.
Yeah, well, that even just it's like with the coconuts. He's saying like, is it European? Was it Europe? No, when they're trying to cross the bridge, and they're saying about the weight of a swallow, and he goes, "What, European or African? I don't know."
Yeah, that's the swallows.
And he gets flung off the bridge.
Yeah. Blackadder is a funny TV show. He asked for movie though.
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson. Yeah. Did you ever watch Fawlty Towers with John Cleese?
I did.
Do you know they only ever did one series of that, one season?
I thought it was 2 seasons.
No, they only ever did one. And they're supposed to be. John Cleese has said he's in the middle of writing a new one. He's going to come back and do another few episodes or something.
Wow, that would be so funny to see all of that cast now.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one that wouldn't be there would be Manuel.
Yeah. Manuel was so funny though. He's
Yeah. Get.
he's like, but Bumpy, you tell me. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't.
And the other one is it the Major, the guy who's always having a whiskey in the bar. Yeah, he was about 100 at the time, wasn't he?
That and the 2 chefs that they had, they were hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the older people. That woman, I can't remember her name, that was deaf, and he always had to shout. She's like, "What? What?"
Oh man!
So what?
My favorite Faulty Tower episode was with the French woman, and his wife kept thinking he was flirting with her because he was ending up in her room.
Oh yeah,
he was trying to prove the other couple was sleeping together out of matrimony.
Mm. And he had to hide in the wardrobe, didn't he?
Yeah. And she kept fighting him in the most.
Come in and found him. Yeah, I was taught. I'm gonna have to watch all them again, whilst watching everything else that I need to watch. Right, next question: best UK horror and best USA horror.
I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna get dinged for this with the UK horror, but I'm gonna kind of go with Doctor Who.
Ooh. Okay.
Because of the aliens and all the stuff that was going on, the fighting and the fact that like the Daleks could evaporate somebody and you couldn't touch them, and all of that, I was like, from the beginning to the current ones.
Yeah. So just quickly, I stand corrected. There were 2 episodes.
2 series.
There was 2 series, not 1. So.
Thank you, Joe.
Cheers.
And
so then
US horror, I would have to say the Alien and the Predator series.
No, I was having this conversation on Monday night. I've only ever watched Alien, the first one. I've watched bits of the others. I didn't like Alien.
Yeah.
I like Predator, but Alien was it was too... You kind of knew what was going to happen. It was like they dragged it out and it was boring. I'm going to get strung up for this, but Alien movies are boring. Like Alien, like Sigourney Weaver. Just didn't like him.
I actually only watched the first one like you.
Yeah.
But then when they did the Alien versus Predator series...
Well, I'm still... do I watch it? I know it's been a few years since it's come out, but it's just not my thing.
And I will say the new Alien movies that aren't called Alien, I forget what they're calling them, but it's about where the alien finally made its way to Earth to explain the Sigourney Weaver series.
So, right. So what happened?
Those are actually better and more twisted than...
Oh, yeah. Right. So jumping back quickly, who was your favourite Doctor?
Ooh, that's a hard one. But I would have to say overall, David Tennant.
Right. See, I've got 3. So growing up, yeah, it was Tom Baker, the 3rd Doctor.
Can't go wrong with him.
Him with the long scarf and the hat and the big brown coat. He's my favourite because I used to watch it every Saturday night, and it was mainly him. Then it changed to David Dickinson or whatever. Not David Dickinson. Peter Davidson. And then when it was Sylvester McCoy, it just got ridiculous and I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
And then my next two favourite are Matt Smith and David Tennant.
See, so for me, it would be my three would be David Tennant, like you, Tom Baker, because he got around and he was solving stuff. It was like, man, it was always an adventure.
Yeah, so just Tom Baker is him himself is a little bit eccentric, so that
Yeah.
made it better. That made it a better character.
But my third one is actually a cross between two.
Yeah.
It would be Christopher Eccleston because he brought it back
Yeah.
really
I
well.
forgot about him.
And what was his name? He was in the series a lot. He was the 10th Doctor, I think. Right
Peter
before,
Capaldi.
yeah, because
Yes,
he just
I
had this
do.
attitude of him. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm done with this.
Yeah. The only one that I didn't, like I said, was Sylvester McCoy. It just become a bit. It was clutching at straws with him. He wasn't He wasn't the right type of actor to be doing that character.
Well, and I think the showrunners
It
have a
went a
lot
bit
to do with
comical
it.
when they brought him in.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, someone's coming out doing the boiler because it keeps shutting down.
Yeah,
And
but
we have to
Doctor
keep
Who, I don't necessarily blame the actors playing the Doctor. I think it
the
has to do the
writers.
showrunner.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's the writers with the stories that we're getting.
Yeah, because I've noticed when the showrunners change, the flavor of the Doctor changes, and it's like, wait, why are we going this way? Why are you making the Doctor this now? What?
Yeah. See that one, the one with Christopher Eccleston. And I've got a weird story about. Well, it's not weird. So where I'm from originally, Manchester, in the north west of England, that's where Christopher Eccleston is from. And I was going shopping, and this little crappy Ford Fiesta drove past, and I'm looking. It's like it looked like Christopher Eccleston. Do you know he's got that mole or whatever on the
Right.
side of his face? I'm like, surely it can't be him. And I just thought, no, I don't know. Don't think it was. I think it just doesn't look like him. And then I went shopping in like a big shopping mall. Like it took him like 5-6 years to build it. And we used to have a music shop called HMV where you buy CDs, posters, DVDs, and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And as I'm going in, this guy's coming out. He's got a ripped leather jacket on, pair of tracksuit bottoms, pair of like Rockport all ripped open. And I looked up, and it was Christopher Eccleston. And it is, he in the middle of him being the Doctor in Doctor Who, because he only lived about his mum used to live like 3-4 miles away from where I lived. And in that week, I must have seen him about 5 times. Either I was going in the shop and he was coming out, and it was him in that little crappy Fiesta, because I seen him drive past again a couple of days later. And that was just so weird. Like, surreal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry for the background noise. You're just fixing the boiler. But now, it's
John
cool.
Pertwee was a good one.
Because he'd not long since done Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. That had only been a couple of years before that.
Right.
So, and then you go in the shop and Christopher Eccleston's on his way out. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I didn't like how they ended his run, though.
No, that was just too quick. Don't you think?
I do, and I also think it was like they were sitting there saying, "We don't know what to do with you, so we're just gonna end you." It's like, wait, that's not how the doc works.
Yeah. But no, I did like him in that.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the stuff that he does. because he's from the same town. So I'm from Manchester, and it's all like little towns. So he's only the next town over from where I'm from. So, and it's good when you see someone that's from the same area as you doing well. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I do, and it's funny when I see movies like Thunderbirds or Go or other movies where they show London, and I see
Yeah.
the wheel. I'm like, that's Cardiff, because that was always in Doctor Who, and that was always Cardiff.
That's a different one. We have them in every major city. I swear, there's one in Manchester, right? And you can, so it's outside like the Arndale Centre, which is a shopping mall, and there's one piece of metal on this like big Ferris wheel that's a different colour to the rest, and it's like that's where they fixed it. There's no way you're getting me on that, because if they're only fixing one bit, what's wrong with the rest of it?
I know, right?
It's like, nah. But you go to any major city in England and they've got a wheel. You got a big wheel.
Oh man,
Don't know.
now you're
I
making
don't
me
know
feel
what it
bad
is.
because I was thinking, how cool is this show that it's giving me a landmark that I can always identify?
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, it's just. It must have been like, you know, when they brought karaoke out, like in the late 80s. I think it's that. It's like, right, we all need a big Ferris wheel. Every city, every major city or town in the UK needs to get one and put it right in the centre of the town where the shopping area is.
But now, see, Doctor Who actually answered a reason why that would be. If you remember their spin-off show, Torchwood.
Yeah, I love that. That's probably. I'm probably more into that than Doctor Who.
Yeah, and I will say they tried to reboot Doctor Who with another spin-off. I think it was called Class. It just didn't work.
But did you know Torchwood's an anagram of Doctor Who?
It is.
Yeah.
And did you notice what the main attachment to Doctor Who is in it? Christopher Eccleston's hand.
Is that his hand?
Yeah. The hand that gets chopped off and causes him to regenerate.
Never knew that.
Yeah, that's his hand in the jar. And that's
right.
why Captain Jack is always like, I found you because I have your hand. And he's like, that's where my hand went.
Right. So I never put the two together, even though it's plainly obvious.
Yeah, they had great writers.
Yeah. Wasn't it JJ? What was his name? The main writer for Torchwood and Doctor Who. Oh,
it wasn't J.J. Abrams. Who
was it? Not? Did he not do some?
He might have.
I'm sure he did Torchwood. Might be wrong. Don't know. So Joe will surely put us right.
I will say,
even though I've just slagged off the place where she lives. Don't worry.
I know. She doesn't have a Ferris wheel.
No, because I've put it as a peephole. Being polite. Because it'd be like the one in Zombieland. That's why. Oh, have you seen the movie 1941? It's a comedy about the war.
Yeah.
And the Ferris wheel, it comes off and starts rolling down with everyone still on it. That's what would happen, but it just goes straight into the English Channel.
Oh, man.
I didn't say that, Joe. I said because it's a poop hole. That could be anything.
I will say, though, British with the mysteries are really good, but actually the Canadians have one that's better.
Go on.
The Murdoch Mysteries.
TV show?
Yep. It's a TV series.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the title. I don't ever remember watching it.
It was originally called The Artful Detective, and then it became Murdoch Mysteries.
Right.
And
No,
it
see,
was
my favorite.
just,
I've got two.
yeah, it was so cool watching in like the 1900s how he was solving
Ah,
all
right.
these crimes by bringing modern technology to the old age.
Right. Well, I've got 4 US like crime series. So the original, the best one ever, Kojak,
Yeah,
cannot beat it. Then Columbo, Streets of San Francisco.
never saw that one.
Really? Oh,
Really?
yeah, I don't think it'll have aged well, but you need to watch it. And the best cop one, Hill Street Blues.
I remember that one.
Yeah, they're my out of all of them, they're my 4 favorite. But my 2 all-time favorite US shows are The Fall Guy
Yep.
and Cheers.
Oh yeah. Everybody knows your name.
Yeah, well, I've actually got a license plate up on the wall there. So when I went to Boston, they've got a Cheers museum and shop and the pub and everything. I actually went in. I've got the license plate stuck on the wall, so it's got Massachusetts, Boston, established 1895. And it says Cheers. Then underneath, where everyone knows your name,
Yep.
and I've got there's a postcard up on the wall of part of the intro to it. So,
Yeah, that show launched a lot of careers. So Sherlock and Sherlock Holmes. Oh man, those were so good.
so which one? The one with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin
Yes,
Freeman.
I love that one because it gave Sherlock the just right amount of attitude with wit, with falling short too at the sometimes and getting overly emotional.
Yes, and then he kept vanishing, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then his brother, is it Marietta? His brother.
No, his brother
Oh, was
wasn't
that?
Moriarty. That was
Oh, Moriarty was the main guy that he was his nemesis,
yeah,
wasn't it?
yeah. His brother was oh man, help us out, Joe.
What was his brother? His brother was played. I know he was played by. It was a guy out of Blackadder.
Yeah,
Oh, can't remember his name either. Come.
I know, and it's like the second I look it up, I'll be like, oh, I know exactly.
He was in the movie Severance with Danny Dyer, and he gets part of his head chopped off when they go out on a coach trip, like a team building thing for work. They go out to like the forest and the back end of Croatia or somewhere like that.
Mycroft.
Mycroft, that was it.
I was like, I kept thinking it was some like spy like name.
Yeah, because he was part of MI5, wasn't he?
He
MI5,
was.
MI6. Yeah. Right. Next question, quickly. We'll have a break and then we'll do the questions.
Sounds good to me.
Is that all right? Right. I'm going to take us off screen and I'll mute us as well. So, see you guys in 3 minutes.
0.
And we are back.
Just
I've never
made it.
moved so fast in my life.
I know.
Oh, right.
I decided friends don't let friends drink alone.
Yeah. I literally just poured another.
I got a Warsteiner Dunkel German beer.
Oh, nice. All right.
So I've been noticing a lot of questions coming in.
Yep. Right. So what was we talking about before the break?
Oh, Sherlock and Mycroft.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Right. So Joe has put second. Clothing, electronics, and childcare are also more expensive in the UK, while university fees and healthcare are far more costly in the US.
That's true.
Yeah. Also, grocery shopping is expensive in the US. Don't you think?
I do. We're definitely getting like, I think it's like eggs are now like $8 a dozen. It's like unreal.
$8.
So that, I think conversion rate, that's like 10, 12 pounds.
We still pay. We bought 2 dozen for like £3 from the supermarket the other day.
Yeah.
Which is about $2.50 ish. Joe, where do you buy your eggs from? Because you're flying to America each week, getting them and coming back. No, it's like two. Even for the organic ones, which I don't understand, they're about $2.95 for 12.
Yeah. It is so unreal what some foods are starting to cost now.
It's stupid, isn't it?
And they blame it on the fact that we can't get it from the ship to the store because of distribution issues. When we wouldn't have distribution issues if they would lower the price of the diesel.
Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? Oh, that's too easy.
I know.
Far too easy. Right. Next one. Do you think British people are too polite?
Nope. Because I have come across some that are quite the
Complete
opposite. Some that
assholes.
are.
Do you know what, though? It depends where in the UK you go. Now, we have a north-south divide, right?
We do too.
So it's an angle like that goes across the UK, and it is roughly the north-south divide is a place called Watford Gap, which is just north, probably about 15, 20 miles north of where I live. So I'm in the south bit, but I'm originally from the north. So, and that's a split. And they always say northerners are more polite than southerners.
See, it's the opposite here.
So the more north you go, people are more polite and things are a lot more cheaper. Further south you go, saying nothing. But because now you've got people going to all the big cities and towns and all that from all over the place, you're getting a mix of everything. So back in the day, then yeah, it probably was like, well, it was like that. There's no probably about it. But now it's depends who you talk to, how you get on with them.
So I would say it is the opposite here. The South is known as the polite British South, where there's gentlemen, even though they were doing the worst kind of things. And in the north, we're like, yeah, we'll tell you like it is.
Yeah. It's not, I wouldn't say it's more polite. It's people down south tend to shout more. Not all of them, but a big percentage. They seem to shout more when they're talking.
Yep.
I think that's because you're trying to talk over everyone else. But up north, because they're more polite, they wait for that person to finish talking before they say anything.
Yeah.
That's the second thing I'm going to get strung up for.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Here we go. Next one. Oh, we've done that. Right.
I think we're at the favorite book and author.
Yes.
That's a tough one.
Do you read books often?
I used to read books more, but then I went to college and had to read like for one semester. I had 7 history classes in college, and all 7 classes required me to read at least 7 books, and I was like, I'm getting done with this.
Right.
But,
quick question. What is a semester? Is that a term or is that a full year?
So a semester here is like the winter. It starts in September, August, September, ends in December.
Right.
And
Oh,
then
similar
you
to over
start
here then. Yeah.
anew in January and go till May, I think it is, or June.
Yeah. Same as it is here then. So I thought a semester because you have the term. So you have a break at the end of each term, like a week, 2 weeks. So I thought it was that.
Yeah. But,
Joe, you do have an accent, and it's all country bumpkin. And that's all I can say. Butter.
I would say favorite book would be mythology books. I love reading mythology.
Yeah. Any particular region?
I tend to favor more the Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse, and Celtic.
Yeah. Ooh. Thank you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Right. So that we've done book. I think there's only Joe asking questions. What is the best unexplained supernatural series? Guessing that's what she means.
Ooh. Unexplained and supernatural, I would say unexplained. I like Project Blue Book, Stargate, SG-1.
Yeah.
I would say Skinwalker Ranch 2 falls in that one.
I'm halfway through watching that.
Supernatural, I would say Winchester and Supernatural are really good ones.
Have you watched Once Upon a Time?
I started watching it, but then I got bored.
It gets better.
Right before they added.
I watched them all. It does get a lot better. I promise you. You do have to watch a few of them.
Yeah.
What are you watching currently? Have you got anything on the go?
On the go right now that I'm watching, I would say is when I get a chance, I'm watching You on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I'm watching Bleach a lot, the anime.
Yeah.
And I would say on TV currently, I would say is Winchester's right now. Yeah. And tomorrow is supposed to be premiering Animal Control, which is supposed to be a really funny show about the animal department.
Right.
So we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah. I'm in the middle of we've just gotten to season 2 of Lucifer.
Oh, you are way behind.
There's like another 10 series in there. There's like 12, 13 series. But it's one of them. I watched the first episode about 9 times. I'd start watching it, and then something had happened. I just never got around to watching anymore, and it was constantly like that.
Lucifer was a good one. I liked how they portrayed him as he did what he did because he had to.
Yeah, his dad made him do it.
He didn't want to do it, and so
Yeah.
I always thought that was a funny twist to it.
Yeah, no, it is good. So,
and the detective that his powers don't work on, I'm like, oh that's
Decker.
funny.
Yeah, yeah, no, it is good. Right, quick question. Someone's just put it up, and I'm intrigued with this as well. So this is from Adam. Are American banjo players really as they are portrayed on film? As in Deliverance, I'm guessing.
I will say probably they are more like normal guitar players. They just, I don't know that they're always.
I think you want to know. Is it a redneck thing?
That I think it is.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I don't see them in a lot of rock bands.
No.
They're more in the deep country music, so.
Yeah. So, can you define what a redneck actually is?
So, it's actually a misnomer term.
Right.
So, a redneck really just means somebody who was born in the country, raised on a farm, and just that's like what they do.
Bumpkin. Yeah. So they've
But
not.
they are.
That. They've
they
not
can
got
go to
life. Say again, sorry.
I said they can go to college and be educated, but they just choose to live on the farm and like ranch or be a farmer, and they're not the fools like you see on TV where everybody makes them look like sitting there drinking moonshine and just
they're all inbred and everything else. No, it's just the way it's portrayed, and obviously because I'm not from America and I've only been to certain parts, I wouldn't know. But I suppose if you're out in the middle of nowhere, which a lot of them are, then you've got to do your own thing because there's nothing really going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So where you are you in the city? Or because you said you're near Dallas, didn't you?
I am in a city that's like a suburb of another city.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to answer Blue Ship's question because they spelled my name really wrong.
It's a clock.
I mean, no offense, but it's right there under my picture.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like, how do you misspell it when it's literally right there?
Well, let him off.
So
go on. Let's jump to that one then.
Cult. I don't know if it's considered a cult, but I have studied paganism.
I suppose technically it is. Anything magic orientated is some sort of a cult, whether it's dark or light.
Yeah. So I've dabbled in paganism. I've deal with magic, so to speak. So I would say yes, I have dabbled. Do I do it regularly? No. Do I cast spells and stuff? No, but
would you know how to cast a spell?
I would.
Ooh. Have you ever been tempted to do a spell for a particular reason, on or for a certain person?
Ironically, as bad as things have gotten, I have never been tempted.
No. That's right. I'm just throwing some questions out there as stuff comes up in the chat.
But so to be totally honest, the reason why I keep myself in check and don't do stuff like that towards other people is because of the golden rule of what you send out comes back threefold or more.
Karma.
I'm like, yep. If I'm sending something out that's bad, I sure as hell don't want it back worse.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's like everything has a repercussion, good or bad. I truly believe that. So if you do something bad to someone, it's a waiting game then for something bad, probably worse than what you've done, to come back and bite you on the ass.
Well, and it may not be like in the form that you're expecting, and so
no, it could be anything.
It can blindside you. You can be like, oh man, I know it's gonna be this. I'm geared up. I'm ready to take it.
And
I
then
can do it, and then like, bam, right from the side.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell?
That's the thing that keeps me in check is I don't know what it's gonna look like on the flip side, and the worst thing is we're also assuming it's gonna backfire on you.
Yeah,
it could happen to somebody you care about.
Exactly. That was what I was just about to say. It doesn't mean like not necessarily yourself. It could be a family member or a friend or a loved one, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it.
So who are you putting a spell on, Joe?
Myself.
She says, right. I'll put a spell on you. Which you are you referring to?
Probably me. Doesn't matter. I'll go to bed soon, so I'll sleep it off. Right, next question from Joe. Yeah. What's your favourite UK food?
So I would say from when I was visiting the UK, my favorite I would say would have been the original newspaper wrapped fish and chips.
Yes. Yeah.
Ironically, it is so good. You would think having food greasy, absorbing all the ink from that
so nice
would be awful, but no, it actually is good.
Yeah. It's so do you have many chippies or chip shops or fish shops in the US?
We do.
But you can't. So can you go in and get fish and chips?
We can.
Gravy?
I haven't had gravy. We usually get malt vinegar.
No, gravy's like a brown meat stock sauce.
Yeah, no, we get our fish and chips comes with malt vinegar.
Salt and vinegar. You not even get a slice of lemon to put on the fish.
You do.
Oh right. Oh, it's more than you get over here.
I don't use it, but you can.
Yeah, I love lemon on fish. So, do you have Wimpy's over there?
Oh,
you
what?
Still have them? Wimpy. It's a burger bar.
We have Wendy's, but I've never heard of Wimpy.
Wimpy was big in the 80s over here. And there's only...
Were you all like getting into Popeye?
Popeye's chicken was the first fast food I had when I went to Connecticut. It's like, I've seen it in so many TV shows. It's like, I've got to try Popeyes. It is nice, but doesn't touch. Chick-fil-A is just the best.
Nothing tops Chick-fil-A.
It's the taste, everything about it is just amazing.
Sorry, all you Brits, you'll never know what we're talking about.
No, I know. I said to you before we come on air, didn't I? I would quite happily fly out to the US, have Chick-fil-A, and come back. Nice 12-hour trip.
So good.
It is. It so is. Right, next question.
I don't understand.
I don't understand the bit. Oh, sorry. No, not. We'll do this one first. Why don't you have baked beans on a full English?
I don't know what she means by beans on a full English.
Did you know baked beans, Heinz beans?
Right.
Yeah. So we have them on a breakfast.
Yeah.
So
See, we don't
sausage.
eat beans for breakfast.
No. So we have sausage, egg, hash brown, bacon. Sometimes we have chips, fries, and then we have baked beans as well, and our black pudding.
Yeah, no, we don't do the black pudding. We don't do the beans.
No.
And no offense to all my British friends, but y'all sausage bangers are tasteless and awful compared to the sausages we have.
Mushrooms.
I'm sorry.
No, but it depends what sausage you have.
Well, the ones I had over there, I was like, oh my God, it tasted like they just shredded a bunch of different things and put it into a little casing. It was like, here. I was like, this.
Yeah.
There's no seasoning, bland. It was
that's what it is. It's a bit of everything thrown into a. Well, it's like a condom, but
yeah.
But you have this Cumberland and Lincolnshire. They're the more flavourable. You have pork and beef.
Yeah.
Right, so Joe Weeks and Blue Shift have rhymed off. So mushrooms, black pudding, sausage, tomato, eggs, bacon.
We do eggs.
Well, we do fried eggs or scrambled eggs, usually.
Yeah, we do any kind of egg you can imagine. We do hash browns or tater tots.
Yeah. That's another thing. The hash browns over there are a lot nicer than the ones here.
Oh yeah.
They have started getting better, but not as good.
And we do sausage or bacon. And the sausage can be little links or little patties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have the square sausage.
Yeah. We get those on sandwiches. We do breakfast sandwiches. You'll see those more.
Yeah. Because I had them when I come over.
So we do toast. We do pancake, waffles.
Oh, the waffles. They are so nice. That's another food I could live on.
I will say though, the Belgian waffle is so much better than a normal waffle.
They're like that thick.
Yeah.
And even the plates are like twice the size.
Oh yeah.
Just to fit the waffle on.
We don't believe in portion control here.
No. But it's just everything about it, the taste of it, everything. It do so much better. But yeah, I just want to go back to America now just to eat it.
Well, see, that becomes the debate of the U.S. is once you're in the U.S., it's like you'll get into a debate if you ask people where's the best places to eat because that is the hottest contested deal in Texas or in the U.S. is who's got the best food.
So where's your favorite place to eat?
So for barbecue, you can't beat Texas. We do it right.
Yeah.
For seafood, the best seafood I've actually had is down south Texas, where it's in the bay, where it's freshly caught. You can't beat that. Blue, a USA breakfast. It all depends on what you order.
Yeah,
It can range from $1 to
about 50.
like $10, $20.
Yeah. So do you get a drink with your breakfast, like a tea or a coffee or a fruit juice?
Normally, we can get juice, milk, or coffee is the normals, or water.
Yeah, that was the other thing, right? So I went in because most of the places you go for a coffee in the morning is usually a gas station.
Oh no, Starbucks.
No, oh yeah. Well, we have Costa, we have Starbucks and Costa Coffee, but I know you don't have Costa Coffee in America.
No.
Imagine Starbucks, a Chick-fil-A version of Starbucks. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
Costa
okay.
Coffee. That's what Costa Coffee is. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but
So
Well, there used to be a gas station at the end of the road, so I'd go there in the morning to get a coffee. So I just wanted coffee, milk, and sugar. That was it.
yeah.
But I had to go in. What flavour coffee did I want? I just want coffee flavor, like vanilla. Oh, it's like just loads of different flavours. You can't just get a plain coffee.
Yeah.
And then milk, or semi-skimmed, like half fat, doesn't exist.
Nope.
Walnut, almond, and just round off about 20 different milks. It's like, I don't know what. Just, you just want one thing. It's so simple over here. And there's like 15 different types of milk. I'm like, I
So
just want one that I think I got almond milk, vanilla. I think that was, vanilla milk I got.
yeah, we do flavored milk here.
Yeah, and you can't just get, unless you go to a supermarket, a grocery store, you can't just get plain milk, can you? And even then you struggle.
Yeah. So coffee wise, we have Starbucks, we have Scooters, Dutch
Yeah.
Brothers, we have Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's has their own coffee.
Yeah.
Um, and then you can go to like diners and get regular like coffee that's like
Yeah, you get like a
just
latte or a
Maxwell
espresso.
House out of a bag.
Yeah. But it's like, even, like I said, even in the supermarket, I was just going to get like a 2 litre bottle of milk. Yeah.
Yep.
And I went, it's like, we have red top, blue top, green top, organic, and UHT, which is sterilized, which is the crappy version. You don't have to put it in the fridge. And I went in there and it's like, I counted 17 different types of milk.
Yeah.
I
So
just want semi-skim milk. That's it. I
so
didn't
the
want
problem with
anything
that
else.
is here in America we have whole milk,
Yeah,
2% milk, which is 2% milk fat in it, skim
yeah.
milk, which is probably closer to what you're looking for.
No. The 2% one is the one that's like semi-skim, like halfway to it tasting like water.
Yeah.
So, and then there was like purple top, brown top, yellow top. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I ended up
So
not buying
brown
any.
top is chocolate.
Yeah.
And even the chocolate comes in like 3 or 4 different flavors.
Yeah.
No, we can get strawberry, we can get blueberry, we can get vanilla, we can get coffee flavored milk now.
Oh my god! And it was just too much.
It is.
I wasn't expecting. I knew there was more choice. I didn't expect there was more choice than I knew existed.
And what's
That was the
funny is
difference.
when it comes to Halloween time, we
Yeah.
have what's called orange cream or dreamsicle milk,
Mm-hmm.
which is pretty much you imagine that ice cream that's the orange colored ice
Yeah.
cream with the vanilla center. Pretty much liquefied, I think is what that is.
Ah, right. Okay.
I'm like,
All right, that
I
won't be too
haven't
bad.
had that.
But no, it's just, everything was just, it wasn't like 2 or 3 of one thing. It was a full row.
Oh yeah. Then
Even
you have
painkiller.
the
Even pain.
non-dairy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then you got all the vegan stuff. But what was the other one? Painkillers. Went into Target to get some painkillers.
Oh, it depends on what pain you have.
Headache, just headache tablets. So what's the name of the painkillers that you have over there?
So for
We
headaches,
call them we
we
call
would
them
have,
paracetamol or ibuprofen.
yeah, we have ibuprofen, Excedrin, aspirin, Tylenol. It's like, yeah,
There's
there's,
what, but we're only allowed by law to buy 2 packets of no more than 16 in a packet at a time. I went into Target, I swear to God, right? So that's got mints in it. There was a jar like that of 800 painkillers
yeah.
for like $12. Like, oh my God, that you get shot for that over here.
Well, and the funny thing
And
too
there's a
is like,
big plastic tub and 800 whatever you call your painkillers.
yeah. But the funny thing is if you try to leave the country with them, they probably make you throw them away.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to carry them.
But you can buy them over the counter, but you can't travel with them.
Yeah, so that's what I only bought. I think it's like 24 for like $3 or something. Because I thought I don't need to carry a big bucket of painkillers with me. I think it is because of me the jet lag, because of the time
Yeah.
difference. Tramadol.
Oxycodone, that you have to have prescriptions for. You
No,
can't
this
just
was
buy
just your
that.
normal painkiller. I can't remember what you call it. It does begin with a T.
Probably Tylenol.
Tylenol, that's it. Yes. And it was just, they weren't even over the counter. They're just on a shelf.
Yeah.
They're just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them.
And you can buy it for during the day. You can buy it for while you're asleep. You can
Yeah.
buy it
Oh, yeah.
for a full
Nighttime,
day.
daytime. It's like, I know we have stuff similar. We've got like Nightle or Night Nurse, like the equivalent. And to be honest, I don't think there's much difference between them. But yeah, the ones that you had over there were just so much. I couldn't believe how many were in an actual plastic tub.
Oh, I know.
I had to buy a plug-in adapter for charging my phone. That's the other thing. You only have 2-prong power sockets.
No, we have 3-prong too, but they don't look like the UK. We have to buy
Right.
converters so that we can convert ours to yours.
Yeah, because we've got live, neutral, and then the top one in the middle is the earth, where you just have live. And I've noticed, didn't matter what socket I plugged it in, it was the most wobbly connection ever. It's like, am I going to blow up now or what? Yeah, because you run on 110 volts, don't you, where we do 240?
I think we're on 120 and 240.
Oh, is it? Because it was 110 at one point, wasn't it? Yeah, Blue Shift just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
It's like, a little square adapter with I had an iPhone at the time, so I got one with the Apple logo on it. So it's like a little white adapter, and it'd light up blue, the Apple, and a blue stripe going around it.
Yeah.
It's like paying $5 for this, and I'm going to be using it for like 8 more days.
Yeah. So Joe's bringing up one that it's funny because I was just talking about this on a trip I was on. That the Levi's are cheap in the U.S. as well.
Yes.
And we were talking about traveling, going, yes, we can take suitcases full of stuff and nobody cares. But if we take Levi's, then it becomes an issue.
Yeah. Do you know how much they are over here?
Well, over here, they're like $20, $30 a pair.
Right. Put a 1 in front of that. you're locking about anything between 100 and 150 quid.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. But I used to wear them quite a lot in the 90s, like the Levi's 501.
I remember
I'd
those.
say 96, 97. And even then, I was paying probably the equivalent to about $100.
Yeah. We do have jeans that are over $100. It's like, why?
I know. You're just going to get wrecked. But we have a store called Primark. I don't know if you have them over there. It's like cheaper clothing, but it looks better than it is. Some of them do anyway. So you can buy a hoodie for like $5, $6, and it'll last you a year, maybe 2 years.
I think we call them outlet stores.
Yeah, but the brand name is Primark, and it's just cheap clothing, and they do everything, and I mean everything. So yeah, I was going to say something. Oh, that was it. When I was in Boston, there was a Crocs shop, and it was free floors. Now, I don't know if it's the same over there as it is here. Crocs, you either like them or you hate them.
Now, are we talking about the shoes?
Yeah. The plastic shoes with the holes in, like kind like sandals, but don't really make sense.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah, I'll admit, I have wore a pair. They don't belong to me, and they are quite comfy.
They are.
I wouldn't buy a pair.
Oh
Not
man.
a chance. Yeah, same as Joe. Can't stand them.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the thing. So we call them trainers.
Sneakers? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. See, now in Ireland, they call them runners. Now, Blue Shift just put this up. I didn't even know that was a thing. We have a thing called a car boot sale. Basically, you turn up into an organised event where you put all the crap in your house that you want to sell.
Oh,
and you sell it out the back of your car.
Yeah, they're not exactly always legal, but they.
The one we've started having garage sales here. I'll be driving down the street, and there'll be some kids selling all the stuff on tables and that. Or there'll be a signed garage sale here Saturday at 1 p.m. So you get a lot of that now.
We do, and we get. You can go to like county fairs.
Yeah, we have the stalls and all that. Yeah.
But yeah, we have swamp meets.
I don't even know what that is.
A swamp meet?
So you just swap goods.
So you do, but there are exchanges of money.
Do you exchange for money and all that? Or
yeah. Like, say I make tables on the side, not as my career, but for extra cash. I can go to a swap meet, sell my tables, buy something else I need.
Yeah.
And that's how it's done.
Right. And see, car boots here, it's all the crap you have in your shed, your garage, your loft, the spare room. It's like, right, time to get rid of that. And you'll go and sell it to these poor victims. But then you end up walking around and buying somebody else's crap that you don't want or need. So, yeah, it is a strange one. Right, we've only got a few minutes left.
It is, and it's funny too when I watch British shows that we call it a garage where we store the cars and everything.
Yeah.
but you guys call it garage, and it's like it's
Garage.
just funny how
Garage.
a garage. No, it's
Yeah.
like pronounced. It's like it's spelled the same, but we
Yeah.
just pronounce it differently here.
It's like, right, say vehicle.
Vehicle.
See, a lot of Americans say vehicle. I can't even say it the way they say it.
Well, so there it changes when you say vehicular.
Yeah, that's it. They had they had like one or two syllables to it.
Yeah,
Vehicle. I
it's
say
like
vehicle.
we don't say you had an accident. We say you had a vehicular accident because we would have sound more fancy.
Is that what it is? Yeah, George just put vehicle. Vehicle. Yeah.
Yeah, we have. But my favorite moment though was I went into a store
Yeah.
back when it was in the 90s in the UK, and the guy was watching Dallas on his TV set.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Where you guys from?" And we go, "Texas." And he goes, "Oh," and he points to the screen. I said, "Yes, that's near where we live." He
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, so you all ride horses?" And we said, "No." He goes, "What?" I said, "See all those cars in the background on the highway there? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's us."
Yeah. Maybe 300 years ago we did, but not anymore.
Yeah, and it cracked us up that everybody, when we would say Texas, goes, "Oh, so you guys have horses?" We're like, "No, we have cars."
Yeah. That's funny. Right. We are ready to end.
Music wise, too, though, I found that British tends to be behind the trends of the U.S. by a decade or two.
Really?
Yeah,
See, when I went over and I was rhyming off all these different artists and like groups, it might have just been the people that we're talking to. They don't have a clue what I was talking about.
so when I was over there in the 90s, you guys were saying, like, "Oh, here's this new great hit," and I'd be like, "That was our 80s music." So you
Yeah.
guys were like a decade behind.
It depends on the genre of music as well, though, doesn't it? I think.
It does.
Yeah.
I don't know why we don't pronounce the I in aluminum.
But do you know, I've always said aluminum because I can't say it the English way. I try and say it and it doesn't come out. So I'm not.
Aluminum.
If I say it the English way, aluminium, I have to say it like that, like bit special.
That just sounds
I
weird.
call it aluminum. I've always called it aluminum.
Yeah,
It's just easier to say.
yeah. Aluminum just doesn't make sense.
No, I didn't even know there was an I near the end. Anyway, I've never had to write the word, so I wouldn't know. I've always called it aluminum. Yeah, there we go. Right, Michael, we are done.
All right.
So thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. Adam's put, why is there no I when saying aluminum? And then he's put, I give up. No, it's been fun. Do you know what? It's nice not talking about paranormal stuff.
It is sometimes.
It's nice to get to know you as a person, your likes and dislikes as well. And do you know what I mean? So,
Oh, I do.
but you are coming on, aren't you, in a couple of weeks? Oh, no, you can't do that one, can you?
No, that one I ended up having a conflict, and she got herself freed up, and
I
you
know.
had already scheduled.
Yeah. But I am now, May's gone. So our next available date is June. So for the 12th dimension,
Which
the earliest date is going to be June. I'll message you on WhatsApp anyway and send you some dates over. And
yeah,
basically any Friday in June. From June onwards, it's empty.
only
So,
one Friday in June am I busy, so June would work for me.
All right, just give me a shout. Just let me know which one you want to do, and I'll throw you in.
All
Literally.
right. Yes,
Oh.
Joe, I will come back.
Obviously. Goes without saying, Joe. I think Joe's been smoking crack or crystal meth or something. I don't know. Sorry, Joe. Not really.
I missed the show too, Joe.
Yeah. No, it's all good. So thank you, everyone in the chat, all three of you.
There was 4 at one point, so we can't discount.
There was 8.
Some of them had to check out early because they had to go to sleep.
Yeah, they've got work, even though I'm up in like 7 hours anyway. But
yeah,
Thursdays aren't too bad. Right, so thank you, Michael, for coming on.
Thank you, and thank you, Blue Shift.
It's been great, everyone in the chat. Adam's question, quick before we go. Pit bulls appear to be popular in the US. If so, why? And do they carry guns?
Pit bulls do not carry guns because they're dogs.
And they don't have the opposable thumbs or anywhere to carry it.
But pit bulls are popular because they're mean-looking dogs that I've been told are really actually sweet. I haven't really come across any, but I've been told they're the sweetest dogs. So that's why people get them.
Cool. Right. So on that note, sorry, Adam, I didn't completely forgot that question was there. My fault. I do apologize.
They are concealed carry guns. What?
They are concealed. They conceal their. So I'm guessing they hide it inside the boat is what he means.
Like our staffies.
Yeah.
We do have concealed weapons. We are a state that you're free to carry or you can conceal it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No, never knew that. Not that.
You just have to be careful because stores have the right to refuse you entry
if you're
carrying. So you have to disarm yourself to go in.
Right. Fair enough. If you just go into the local McDonald's, you wouldn't really need it, would you?
They'd say no, but
you probably would.
I think you probably would.
Yeah. Right. So we are definitely going to have to go because I'm up at stupid o'clock. So thank you again, Michael, for coming on. Really appreciate it. And everyone loves you. So.
Well, I love everybody too. And you know me, I'm always willing to come on with you.
Yep. Anytime I've got space, you're more than welcome. Don't forget, Friday is part 3 on the 12th Dimension with me and Chris Meek of Skinwalker Ranch. There's me, Chris Meek of Scottish Paranormal Podcast. We're going to be looking into season 2 of Skinwalker Ranch. Then next week is going to be the last week where we look at season 3 and go over all 3 seasons.
I'm waiting to see what you come up with on season 3.
I'm only halfway through 2. I've got another 5 episodes to watch before Friday. And
good luck.
Oh no, it gets better because that is just part of what I've got wrote down. And that's only 3 episodes of season 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You can imagine how much more I need to write.
Oh, yeah. I can because I've seen them.
Well, I'd seen some of them, but I never watched them in like chronological order. So.
And I hate to break it to you, but I think they're about to release season 4 here.
No, I'm not even bothering with that. I'm going to switch off from it all. Right. So, thank you, everyone. See you on Friday, 8 o'clock. And next Wednesday is 12th Dimension with Costa McCrease about his CE5 and everything else with the UFOs and the light people, what are they called?
Light beams.
Light beams, that's it. couldn't think. Word had gone. So yeah, so we've got him next Wednesday. So everyone have a great 48 hours, and we will see you then. Take care, and good night, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending where you are in the world.
Be good, everyone.
Take
or
care.
At least don't get caught.
Yeah. If you gotta do something bad, don't get caught. Good night.